Hi guys, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna jump onto the previous video that I posted of how I went from that to that within a year, or rather how I went from big chop to where we are now, which is 2.5 years. This is what 2.5, yes, shrinkage, disrespect of French, shrinkage. But yes, how I went from that to where we are now, which is 2.5 years. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you this: if anything and if everything, you can fight me, you can go off this channel, and if you have previously subscribed, you can unsubscribe, because you know nothing about your hair. I'm just saying, you know nothing. If you don't know this one thing, you know nothing, I promise you. So let's get into it. Okay, so for those that have stayed, now let's get into the nitty-gritties. The first thing you need to know, above everything, above what deep conditioner to buy, what gel to use, what brush to use, above all of those, the first thing you need to know is porosity. What is porosity? Porosity is the term used to describe how your hair retains and absorbs moisture. Okay, so moisture for our hair, for bushy hair, cross hair, droë hare, is something we do not have. For any black girl, colored girl, you will understand that our hair is naturally dry. It really is. And the reason for that is the sebum, the natural oils and moistures that come from your scalp, doesn't go all the way down your strand. Because our hair is coily and zigzaggy, it doesn't flow down your strand. So it will go till the first 2-second coils or zigzags, and then it stops, and then it's like, I'm done. Sebum is lazy. It's lazy, and that's why I'm an oil girl, but we'll get into that. So you'll see with straight hair that straight hair people, the hair is naturally oily. Like day 2, day 3, the hair is oily because sebum generates through your hair constantly generates through your hair, so it will glide all the way down. Ours doesn't. So with porosity, it will help you understand how to get in that moisture and how to keep in that moisture. So there are 3 types of porosity. Please hydrate, drink water, you'll stay out of people's business. There are 3 types of porosity. There's low porosity, medium porosity, and high porosity. Medium porosity, I'm not going to talk about it because I am jealous of her. She's the prodigy child. She is the golden child. She just gets everything right. She's that one child that she just lives the best life constantly. There's no effort into her. She doesn't need to do anything. She's that girl. We don't talk about her. We're talking about the low porosity and the high porosity. So like, okay, what porosity am I? What you're going to do is there are 3 types or 3 ways of figuring out what porosity you are. But the simplest one, and it kind of worked for me, so I'm not going to go into the others. You're going to take a strand of your hair. After you've washed it, obviously it needs to be clean. You're going to take a strand of your hair and you're going to put it into a glass of water. If your hair floats on top, it is low porosity hair. And if it sinks to the bottom, it is high porosity hair. And the reason why it does this, so this is what your strands will look like. This over here. Low porosity hair is tight, so that means it's very hard for moisture to get into that hair. Okay, but once it's in, you will notice that your hair takes very long to get dry. So if you wet your hair, and it takes like 99,000 hours, but if yours take an extra 2 days, you have low porosity. That's just it's a characteristic. It's an idea to give you an idea. Okay, or if you wet your hair and then there's like just little beads on top of your hair, but your hair is still kurkdroog, low porosity. Okay, I'm a low porosity girl. My hair is generally naturally kurkdroog. Okay, but if it sinks to the bottom, that means it's high porosity hair. That means the strands are wide open like that. So the moisture will go in, but as soon as it goes in, the faster it goes out. Also dry, because the hair is generally dry. Okay. So now you figure, okay, so I've done the test, I'm low porosity, I'm high porosity. Cool. So with low porosity hair, the products you need to look for is thin products, like watery kind of products, because you need that to go in. You need it to soak into your hair. And with high porosity, you need more buttery, thick kind of products, because the strand is wide open. You need to fill it. You need to fill it as much as you can. Okay, but when it comes to deep conditioning, low porosity hair, you need heat because heat expands. So you're gonna put a heat cap on your hair, or you're gonna put a plastic cap on your hair and just let you'll feel your scalp getting warm. It helps, but a heat cap does wonders. It really does wonders. Or you can just put a plastic cap and you take a blow dryer and you kind of heat the plastic. Don't melt the plastic on your hair. Don't be that girl. But like I said, if you are a hazard to yourself, heat cap. But with high porosity hair, you can just put the deep conditioner in and let it sit because it's wide open. She's just gonna take it away. Okay, so we figured out your porosity. We figured out what type of products to use for your porosity, and then now we're going to talk about the products that you are using. Low porosity hair is very sensitive to protein, so you need to look at the ingredients on your deep conditioner. If it says wheat protein, amino acids, just protein in general, it needs to be like at the lower side of your products. And I'll give you a little picture. This was me trying the rice water challenge. Failed. Oh, did my hair break off? Not only was this, okay, I don't relax my hair, but I used to do like a reverse perm. But this is like a reverse perm / call it a Brazilian with rice water. Yeah, I just decided to just kill, murder, brutalize my hair. I'm telling you. I will get into moisture protein balance because we still need the protein, but we'll get into the moisture protein balance. High porosity loves protein. Oh, high porosity loves protein. I am going to do a rice water challenge, but for me, like I said, I'm a low porosity, so when I do the rice water challenge, it's going to be safety. But yes, rice water, your hair will love it. Be mindful before you get into that whole challenges thing. First, let's just learn about the hair. Okay, so we've figured out you now a low porosity, you now a high porosity. Low porosity, thin, watery products. High porosity, thick, buttery products. Then we figured out what type of products to look for when you look at the bottle, what type of products to look for. For low porosity, wheat protein, amino acids, protein in general should be at the bottom on the list, like number 3 or 5 from the bottom for low porosity. For high porosity, awesome. If you're not too sure, if a deep conditioner says strengthening, it's got protein. If it says strengthening, just a tip, it's got protein. So be mindful of that. Now we're gonna go and start building a routine, which is the next step. So follow me if you want to know what the next step is. You've now figured out your porosity. Now we want to know how to start building our routine and how to now learn about your hair. I'm doing this so that everybody can share the information. I too want to learn. Like I said, I'm only 2 years natural. So those that are 10, 15 years, come on, give us information. Because this natural hair community started in like 2018 or maybe before, but it went viral on YouTube in 2018 and I was none the wiser. 2018, this is what my hair looked like in 2018. Still relaxing, so, and it was damaged. Yeah, so anyway. And if you have any questions, guys, ask. There are girlies out there that can give their tips and advice to share. I'm not saying that my word is law, but it's a general idea, and there's a lot more information out there. So thank you for staying. Thank you for spending 8-10 minutes of your life to listen to me babble. But if you're interested, you can have the beautiful, coily, healthy growth, shrinkage. You can have it all. And then we'll talk about shrinkage and how disrespectful shrinkage is and why I love and hate shrinkage at the same time.